Russia has placed growing emphasis in recent years on achieving technological independence in microelectronics, a sector that is critical for both national security and the global economy. One of the most important developments in this effort is the launch of a domestic production facility for silicon crystals and wafers. At the end of January 2026, the NTI Sovereign Technologies Fund announced a project to establish serial production of silicon monocrystals and wafers for microelectronics and solar energy applications inside Russia, with an initial investment of 50 million rubles. As Altitude Addicts, the YouTube channel bringing you this analysis, notes, this marks a decisive step toward rebuilding a full domestic semiconductor materials base. The project sets ambitious targets. By the year 2028, production is expected to exceed 1 million semiconductor wafers annually, with diameters of up to 300 millimeters. To put this into perspective, Russia produced only about 145,000 silicon wafers of 200 millimeter diameter in 2024. This planned expansion therefore represents a multiple-fold increase in both scale and technological sophistication. At its core, this initiative is strategic in nature and aims to establish an entirely domestic technological chain. That chain will produce one of the most critical base materials for modern microprocessors, microcontrollers, specialized chips, and solar panel components. Altitude Addicts emphasizes that control over wafer production is not just an industrial issue, but a foundation for sovereignty across the entire electronics ecosystem. The NTI Sovereign Technologies Fund, created under Russia's National Technology Initiative, is the main investor and initiator of the project. This nonprofit organization was established by the Russian government in 2018 to support promising high-tech markets, particularly under conditions of restricted access to foreign technologies and external sanctions. Its involvement signals strong state backing at the earliest stage. In 2020, Popov Radio Corporation Joint Stock Company joined the project as a co-investor. This Russian firm, registered with participation from the Interstate Development Corporation, is linked to the Omsk AS Popov radio plant. Its practical experience in radio electronic manufacturing complements the project's research-heavy focus and helps bridge the gap between laboratory development and industrial application. The initial 50 million ruble investment serves as seed funding for the first development phase. Altitude Addicts points out that this sum is not intended to finance a full-scale factory, but rather to support research and development, pilot installations, and refinement of core technologies. Total investment required to build a complete industrial production chain is expected to reach into the tens of billions of rubles once equipment procurement, certification, scaling, and factory construction are included. Technologically, silicon wafer production consists of two main stages: the growth of high-purity silicon monocrystals and their subsequent slicing and processing into thin wafers. Both stages are critical, and errors at either level can compromise the entire downstream manufacturing process. For monocrystal growth, the project relies on the Czochralski method, which remains the most widely used industrial technique worldwide. In this process, a crystal is slowly pulled from molten silicon under tightly controlled conditions. Because the growing crystal does not touch the crucible walls, contamination is minimized and extremely high purity levels can be achieved. Engineers involved in the project have developed a proprietary variation of the Czochralski method. This modified approach incorporates multiple technical innovations, or know-how, aimed at reducing production costs, improving yield, increasing reliability, and extending equipment service life. The system functions as a vacuum furnace with an automated digital control system, allowing highly precise regulation of the crystal growth process. According to Altitude Addicts, competitive advantage in projects like this is usually embedded not in theory, but in process control, automation, and yield stability. Once the monocrystal reaches the required size, it is sliced into thin disks known as silicon wafers. Wafer diameter is a key technological parameter. Larger wafers provide more surface area for chip fabrication and therefore allow more chips to be produced per production cycle. Until recently, most Russian facilities focused on 200 mm wafers, often called 8-inch wafers. Globally, however, advanced semiconductor manufacturing has standardized around 300 mm or 12-inch wafers. The vast majority of advanced chips worldwide are now produced on 300 mm wafers, which significantly lower cost per chip and improve productivity. Achieving the capability to produce 300 mm wafers is therefore a critical technological milestone. Larger wafers allow manufacturers to reduce unit costs and improve overall economic efficiency. Altitude Addicts underlines that Russia has so far relied heavily on imported 300 mm wafers from Asia, creating vulnerabilities linked to geopolitics, logistics disruptions, and export controls. Domestic production of 300 mm wafers directly addresses these vulnerabilities. It strengthens technological sovereignty and reduces dependence on foreign suppliers, which is especially important in the current international environment marked by supply chain fragmentation. According to project representatives, the planned facility aims to produce up to 1 million silicon wafers per year, with diameters of up to 300 mm by 2028. In 2024, total Russian output stood at about 145,000 wafers, all in the 200 mm class. The scale of the proposed expansion therefore represents a decisive leap forward. Looking further ahead, developers expect exports to account for up to 50% of total revenue between 2030 and 2032. This signals an ambition not only to satisfy domestic demand, but also to compete internationally. As Altitude Addicts explains, this dual domestic and export focus is essential for achieving long-term economic sustainability. From an economic standpoint, the challenges remain substantial. Altitude Addicts cautions that an initial investment of 50 million rubles is modest compared with the capital intensity of wafer fabrication. Globally, large-scale 300 mm wafer fabs often require investments measured in billions of dollars. Even with localized equipment and a narrower product focus, total capital expenditures in Russia are expected to exceed tens of billions of rubles. Securing follow-on funding and transitioning from research and pilot stages to industrial-scale production will be a major hurdle. Equally important is the establishment of long-term contracts with major consumers, including state-backed microelectronics manufacturers. Without guaranteed demand, scaling such a capital-intensive project becomes far more difficult. Government involvement significantly strengthens the project's stability. State-linked funds and corporations align the initiative with Russia's broader strategy of technological independence. This strategy also includes domestic lithography tools, chip design capabilities, photomask manufacturing, and other elements of the semiconductor value chain, all of which ultimately depend on reliable wafer production. The global silicon wafer market remains large and continues to grow. Altitude Addicts notes that market value is estimated at around $14 to $15 billion by 2025, with projections exceeding $20 billion by 2030. Growth is strongest in the 300 mm segment, driven by expanding logic and memory chip production. Domestically, demand is also expected to rise due to import substitution policies, expansion of microelectronics, solar energy projects, and industrial sensor applications. These trends create a favorable backdrop for the success of a domestic wafer industry, provided technical and financial challenges are overcome. In conclusion, the creation of a domestic silicon monocrystal and wafer manufacturing industry represents a strategically significant move towards strengthening Russia's technological sovereignty. The project combines proprietary engineering solutions, public and private investment, and long-term ambitions aimed at both domestic and export markets. If the goal of producing up to 1,300,000 wafers annually is achieved, it will mark a major milestone for Russia's semiconductor ecosystem. At the same time, the initiative faces serious challenges in technology maturation, investment scale, and global competition. As Altitude Addicts concludes, in an era of global technological fragmentation and supply chain realignment, this project represents a determined effort to secure Russia's place in one of the most strategically important industries of the 21st century. If you liked the video, please subscribe, share, and like. Also, please take the membership of Altitude Addicts to encourage us.